What's up, YouTube? Peace, Hotep, the black man is God. Today, I'm making a video talking about the upcoming fight between Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. Now, when I first heard about this fight, there was no real opponent for Mike Tyson. It was just like Mike Tyson was talking about he wants to fight, right? And then there was like some training videos going on, but I really thought nothing of it. I was like, all right, so Mike Tyson, he wants to fight somebody. He's probably gonna lose again because he's just been losing. I mean, ever since he got out of jail, he's just been losing. And he won a couple, but it's not been a pretty sight for Mike. So I didn't really think anything of it, right? And then Roy Jones accepts a fight. I'm like, oh, what? Roy Jones? But then I'm thinking about Roy Jones and his career, and he has been losing a lot of fights, and he's been getting knocked out a lot. But just those two names, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, even though both of them have been on a downward spiral and they're both in the 50s. So, this is not really an ideal fight. But just putting those two names in the same ring at the same time, it's like, Foreman and Ali. It's like these names are huge. These are two iconic names that you just want to see it. But you wanted to see it about 10, 20 years ago, okay? But it's still going to happen. So it's just like a curiosity. You're going to look. It's going to, something is not good. It's just not going to, it's not right. It's not right. Roy Jones he's been concussed a couple of times. Concussions, if you know anything about concussions, is once you've been knocked out a couple of times, more than once, then it's easier for you to be knocked out again because it's like your body is trying to protect you from that trauma. So your body doesn't want you to keep taking that much punishment to the head. So once your brain hits the skull, you're gone. It's just lights out. And if you know anything about Mike Tyson, he can knock you the fuck out, and probably never had a concussion before, but he hits you and you're knocked the fuck out. And then you watch these training videos, right? These training videos that Mike is doing, and he's looking like a young guy. He's looking like a real young guy. He's gonna knock somebody's fucking head off. That's what he really looking like. But you still in your mind, this guy's 50. All right, and you're thinking, all right, and you know about Mike. If the fight goes beyond 6 rounds, Roy Jones is probably going to win. If Mike can't beat him in the first 4 rounds, he's not going to beat him. It's not going to happen. If that fight goes to stretch, it's going to be a Roy Jones fight, and it's going to go to decision. I don't think Roy Jones can knock out Mike Tyson. He could maybe knock out Mike Tyson. I don't think so. But if anybody's going to get knocked out, it's going to be Roy Jones. Okay, so, and I've been watching some Roy Jones fights, and he kind of looked like he lost a step, and Mike does not look like he's lost a step. He looked like he's kind of gained a step. I don't know what the hell that means, but it just, going into the fight, it looks like Mike Tyson is going to win very quickly, but you can't really bet against Roy Jones because, man, y'all must have forgot. You know what I'm saying? This boy can't be touched. When he really puts his mind to it, he's one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world. And when you put a Mike Tyson in front of him, now usually Mike Tyson is the smaller guy, but in this fight, Mike Tyson is the bigger guy. So I don't I can't imagine how Mike Tyson is gonna fight Roy Jones being the bigger guy. Like, I mean, they're the same size, but he's a bigger guy. And I watch all these Mike Tyson fights, and he's always the little guy in the fight. So I don't know how that's gonna play out. In all the fights that I've seen Mike Tyson get stopped, it's usually a bigger guy, and they lean on him, they put the weight on him, and they wear him out and they wear him down. That's how you beat Mike Tyson. But when it comes to people who are not heavier than Mike, and they can't lean on him, they can't hug him, and they can't, put that weight on him, they all get flatlined. But you can't just put Roy Jones in any of those other guys' position. Roy Jones is not just anybody. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the fastest. You know what I'm saying? He has that speed. It's not hard to hit him. I mean, it's not hard to hit him now. It used to be very hard to hit him. So, but you don't never know. On any given Sunday or any given day, you never know who's going to be the better man. So, my prediction is, I don't know. Like I said, if the fight goes beyond 4 rounds, I'm giving it to Roy. But if there's gonna be a knockout, it's gonna be Mike. So I hope nobody gets hurt. They're both in their 50s. Mike looked like he's on some kind of drug. You know what I'm saying? This boy he just not look like a 4-year-old man. I mean, I've seen him like a year ago, a couple years ago, and he was like had a gut, and he was not even in the shape, nowhere near of being in the ring. But you look at these training videos now, and he looks like he is prepared to destroy. And I've seen some of Roy Jones videos, and I don't know. I mean, he got that speed. It is Roy, so you can't count him out. And I think, really going into this, Roy Jones is the underdog. But if he wins, I'll be excited. If Mike wins, I'll be excited. This a win-win. I don't really care. I love both of these fighters, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that it goes at least 4 rounds. I hope it's not a first round knock. I hope Mike doesn't just knock his head off. You know what I'm saying? But if it goes beyond 4 rounds, it's definitely gonna go to Roy. So you let me know what you think about the fight of these two old men, two grandpas getting in the ring for, you know what I'm saying, the one last time, just to, for charity or whatever. You let me know what you think in the comments below. Peace, Hotep, the Black Man is God, and I'm out.